There's still my Yes, that is still true. But they are still. Diyan ka lang da.
Don't touch the alligator.
Alright, friends, to keep your hands, arms, legs, feet inside the vehicle.
Those are the ones that you might see. Whoa,
Thanks so much, Jordan. Alright, folks. Jordan's giving us the all clear. You know what that means? One day. Or, let's go. Alright, can everyone hear me okay back there?
Yay! I guess.
Here in Harambe, Jumbo. My name is Tage. It's just like you turn the page of a book, but instead of a peek, you're getting a steaming cup of tea. Now do me a favor and throughout our ride today, just remain seated. Keep your hands, arms, legs, and feet inside the vehicle at all times. And remember, you are not Rafiki. Your kid is not Simba. So please do not hold them up like we're in the Lion King. Now we are going on a real truck today to see some real animals, and things can get real bumpy. So just make sure you're holding on to all those personal items you have very tightly, including any cameras or phones. If you do happen to drop something off the side of the truck today, simply raise your hand. I'll raise mine too, and we can wave goodbye to it together. We're just waiting for the signal light on our right to glow, and that's actually the warning giving us the all clear to enter the reserve. Alright, well if that signal light is glowing, we can get going. Our first stop today is going to be the Little Exploring Forest. Animals in this habitat have natural markings and colors that help them blend in with their backgrounds, so the predators don't have such a chance of finding them. So as we enter this first ecosystem here together, keep your eyes out for any animals with that kind of natural camouflage.
Oh, look at that.
Like on the right is an okapi. Until about 1901, the Western world didn't even know the okapi was a real animal. Instead, people believed they were some kind of mythological beast that was half horse and half zebra because of those black and white stripes that they have on the back of their legs.
50-50.
Nowadays, though, we know the okapi are very real. And that's why I still have hope we'll one day find a unicorn. We also know that they're not all related to a horse or a zebra. But we did find out that they're related to the giraffe because if you look at its head, they kind of have the same shaped skull. On the left, you'll see a bongo. This is another type of antelope.
Look at this one.
The bongos are nicknamed the ghost of the forest. That's because they're rarely seen. The only reason they're out right now is because they only really come out in this cold or dark, like at night. Usually bongos use their long horns to get through thick and tangled underbrush quickly but quietly. Back to the okapi, they communicate at an infrasonic level.
Oh, look at that.
Means it's at a frequency so low our human ears aren't able to detect it. So that okapi could have been talking to the bongo about us back there, and we'd have no idea. Here on our left is a black rhino. You can really see how he blends in with the rocks behind him. Black rhinos can weigh up to 3,000 pounds.
8,000 pounds. Wow.
Unfortunately, though, there's only about 5,000 black rhinos that are still left out there in the wild. And on our right, you're going to see these grayish animals that kind of look like deer. This is their third type of antelope we're seeing called the greater kudu. They're actually one of the tallest antelope in all of Africa, getting to be about 55 inches out of the shoulder or just under 5 feet tall. The male kudu can grow horns up to 6 feet long. Since some of these ones have horns, though, we know they're all female. The black and white birds on our left, just beyond this kudu, they're known as the saddle-billed stork. And they have that name because of the yellow saddle-shaped shields that they have on their beaks. Most birds squawk to communicate with each other. The saddle-billed storks actually just rattle their bills at each other. Female storks have yellow eyes while males have reddish or brown. And those lovebirds do mate for life. Oh, before I forget, check out the animal spotting guide that's right above you. So those are all the animals that we have a chance of seeing on our 2-week journey here together. There's no guarantee we're going to see all of them, as you may have noticed in the forest, we usually do get pretty lucky. Because we're now at our second stop along our journey today, is the area of the Safi River. Animals in this habitat are similar to the ones of the forest, but they like to blend in with their surroundings and hide from predators. but they do it in a little bit of a different way. Rather than camouflaging with the floor around them, the aquatic animals of the river like to stay above, below, and beyond the water. The birds coming up on our left are known as the pink-backed pelican. They have that name because during mating season, their feathers turn from white to pink.
Wow.
They're also colonial nesters. That means they create homes with groups of birds that can range from 20 to 500, no matter what kind of bird they are. That's why there's so many birds on this part of the reserve. They're all part of the same big happy family. Including those blackbirds on the left. They're called the Floridian vulture. They must have migrated all the way from Florida here to Africa. Oh, okay, this is really rare to see. On the left here, you'll see a hippo coming out of the water. Hippos are one of those animals that usually like to stay completely submerged, and they can do so for about 8 minutes at a time without having to come up for air. The average hippo weighs up to 5,500 pounds. That's why they don't really like to swim. So instead, they kind of just sink down to the bottom of the water and walk or run across. A little lighter hippo is on the left there. That's baby Greta. She's on there on that route. A group of hippos called a float. Adventurers, as we cross this bridge up ahead, I recommend that you keep your eyes on the water.
They look fake, man. They look like fake. Those are the Nile crocodile. They're actually the largest of the crocodilian species. They weigh up to about 500 pounds and grow to 16 feet long. If you actually took one of those Nile crocodile and kind of propped it up vertically, it would be the same height as an adult giraffe. The force of a crocodile's bite is about equal to 2 tons, and they eat on sight. Don't worry, they prefer seafood. That giraffe, zebra.
All right, friends, we've now entered our third ecosystem together. Welcome to the Savanna. Personally, I think the Savanna is the coolest part of the reserve because it's home to Africa's most iconic animals, like the zebra on the right. Now, a group of zebra is known as a dazzle. And these are all Hartman Mountain zebra. You can tell that because if you look at their necks, they each have an extra pouch of skin there. That's called a dewlap, and it actually helps keep them cool from the hot African sun. It also proves there's nothing wrong with having a little double chin. People always ask me, Sage, are zebra black with white stripes or white with black stripes? So the trick is to look at their muzzles or their noses. All Hartman Mountain zebra have black noses, and that tells us they are black with white stripes.
Long horn, huh?
On the left side of this cave here on the left, and also within the cave, you can see some of the African painted dogs. While those dogs may be cute, they're probably not the type of puppy you want to bring home with you as a pet. The African painted dog has a 90% success rate when it comes to hunting. And that's because they're such social animals. They like to do everything together. So when they hunt, they do it as a pack, outrunning their prey until they're too exhausted to continue. If you are looking for a cuddlier version of the African painted dog, I would check out the gift shop after this. There on the left are the sable antelope. They're actually the emblem of the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. They use those long curved horns of theirs to make sure no predators can jump on their backs and surprise them. The grayish animals on our left are called wildebeest.
Look how big.
And there was a giraffe on the right. I didn't even see that. That's a Maasai giraffe. We're also passing some termite mounds on either side of us. These are created with mud, dirt, and animal dung, all hardened under the African sun. And then they become as strong as concrete. And the animal with the really big horns on our left is an Anhuli cattle. So a group of wildebeest, those grayish animals, they're called an implausibility. And that's because those animals have some chaotic energy. In the language Afrikaans, wildebeest directly translates to wild beast, but they're also known as the nu after the noises they make to communicate with one another. And wildebeest. So we know that's an African elephant because its ears are shaped like the continent of Africa. And when they flap those ears back and forth, they're not trying to fly unlike some of the elephants that I know. They're actually just cooling their bodies off by about 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Alright, friends, just a quick reminder to please remain seated throughout our journey together. The bridge we're about to go across can get a little bit bumpy. We don't want to lose anything or anyone. So you may have noticed that Savanna is a lot larger than the two ecosystems we visited. Alright, so the smaller one that's a little far away from us, that's Stella. She's 4 years old, she's the youngest. And so then this one closer to us must be Luna, because they are never away from each other. They're inseparable. Now there are about 40,000 muscles just within the trunk of an elephant. That's more than the entire human body contains. And elephants can use their trunks to pretty much do anything they may need to throughout the day. Whether it's grabbing some food, throwing some water on their backs if they're feeling hot, or even to cuddle their loved ones. On the right, we're going to be passing some really big trees. They're called baobab trees. They're nicknamed the upside down tree. That's because it kind of looks like they have roots at the top instead of the bottom. You can see them all throughout the savannah. You probably passed one on your way here. In the very center of the animal kingdom, that ginormous tree of life is also a baobab tree. On the right here, you'll see a Maasai giraffe and baby Humphrey as well. One reason I love giraffes is that they have the biggest hearts. Literally. A giraffe's heart can weigh up to about 25 pounds. We're going to see a couple more elephants coming up on our left. A group of them is known as a herd. So we've seen a tower of giraffe, a dazzle of zebra, an implausibility of wildebeest, and now a herd of elephants. As we enter Flamingo Island, you're going to be seeing a flamboyance of flamingo. That's what we call a group.
Flamingo.
And this flamboyance is filled with all greater flamingo. That means that they are the largest and the lightest shade of pink out of all species of flamingo. But when they're born, though, they're actually gray. It takes about 1.5 to 2 years for them to live in the water and eat seafood that's filled with something called keratin. And that's actually what turns their feathers pink. Another cool fact about this area, this Flamingo Island is a hidden Mickey. So if you're checking out the land there, you can see Mickey's head, those iconic ears of his. A cool fact about that is it's actually the second largest city Mickey that Walt Disney ever did. You hear the roar of a lion from 5 miles away. And I am not lying.
I know. Like you're not alone.
Now, if you check out these holes in the ground on our left, they are called burrows. And they're created by the warthog. As you can see 3 of them laying down there on the left. Warthogs are the largest burrowing animal. They use their tusks, snouts, and hooves to create those burrows or holes. They use them as their homes. Both the warthog and their relatives, the domestic pig, are considered to be some of the most intelligent.